Hi, Jenny Young, Segment Executive Director at Telstra. At Telstra, we take our role as a trusted communications provider very seriously. Communicating with each other is how we build relationships and get about our day-to-day life. So we're strong believers in the public's right to be able to access information, learn and communicate with each other in a safe environment. Increasingly, the internet is an important medium for this, so we need to make sure that all of the community, especially the younger ones, have safe access to the internet and leverage all of its benefits. And that's why we're running a series of free seminars in our new T-Life store during the month of June.
I think it's important for anybody who's got kids, and I've got 5 of them altogether, so it weighs on my mind. 3 of my kids are exactly at the age where they are discovering the internet, and of course on the one hand there are all of these terrific things to be discovered on the internet. It's a great help to do your homework, it's a great way to keep in touch with friends, and there's lots and lots of fun things to do there. But there are perils, just like there is in real life. So it's important that as parents we educate our children, look after our children, and treat our children like we do in the real world. In the real world, we don't just push our kids onto the street and say, go and play on the freeway. We supervise them, and they need to be supervised on the net, and they need to be looked after on the net. You can't have a safe internet. How can you have a safe world? You can't. There are bad guys out there. There's, I think, well over 1 billion people on the internet at the moment. If you put 1 billion people in one place, you're going to get some bad guys and some really bad guys in there as well. So the internet is on the one hand full of perils, as is the real world, but there are things that you can do about it. Some of them are very common sense things that you can do, and there are also some technologies that you can use to help you. I don't want to create the idea that the internet is a bad place. Absolutely. The real world's not a bad place. The real world's a great place. I'm happy to be a human, happy to be part of it, and I'm happy to be on the net and part of that as well, happy for my kids to be part of it, but you do need to be responsible. It's all a question of responsibility. Well, BigPond does quite a bit to help parents. We provide a number of different technologies that parents can use, filter technologies, and we provide quite a number of different sort of forums and advice to parents as well, because the things that parents need to do are not necessarily intuitive, and so I think it's important that we help parents to understand some of the things that they can do, and to provide some of the technologies which help. So we provide firewalls for parents. We provide spam filters which help filter out harmful mail from your email. We also provide parental controls so that parents can set up the computers that kids use in such a way that stops them from going to the bad sites and filters out the bad sites. And we put all of those things in the hands of parents. And then we try to educate parents as well, both online and with our upcoming initiative in the T-Life shops, to let them know the sorts of things that they should think about if they've got young kids that are on the net.
Hello, I'm Dr. Martyn Wild. I specialise in e-learning and am working to provide a safe online environment for young children to play, to learn, to create with the brightest and the best new web technologies and tools. In the online world, of course, there are incredible opportunities to communicate, for children to be creative, to learn and to solve problems, and of course to interact. And rather than focus on the problems, I'm devoting my time and my knowledge and my energies to working on solutions. And in fact, I'm working on one now with a whole load of colleagues in the UK and in fact here in Australia, to develop a safe, protected social learning network for young children 6 to 12 years of age, something we call Super Clubs Plus. And this is being funded, in fact, in Australia by the Telstra Foundation. I'm also working with Telstra to bring parents a series of free seminars to help them become better internet parents. The research tells us that there are 5 simple steps parents can take to become an internet parent. Number 1, familiarise yourself. Ask your children to show you the way they use the internet, the tools, the technologies and the sites that they visit. Number 2, explore these sites, explore these tools. What features do they have to protect your child's online identity, their privacy, the content that they upload, and their overall well-being? Number 3, potentially restrict your child's access to the internet. Think about where in their house they use their computer, where they go online, for how long they go online, and what information they're sharing online. and ask yourself whether filtering or monitoring software is going to be particularly of use. It certainly is of use with younger children. Number 4, talk, a key strategy. Talk to your children about what they're doing. Ensure that you make it easy for them to approach you. Never threaten to remove their internet access or their computer. It's a surefire way that they'll never come and speak to you again about their internet use. And 5, educate yourself on the potential dangers and problems your children will face online. Know where to report inappropriate and illegal content. There are 5 key strategies that we know you can help your children keep themselves safe online. Privacy. Most social networking sites and chat rooms have both private and public settings. Ensure that your children know the difference between these two things. Also, emphasize with your children that once posted or uploaded, content is non-retractable and can always be found somewhere by someone. And number 2, keep it friendly. Ensure your children know what to do if they see cyberbullying and where to report it, and ensure that you are on their list of people to report it to. Think before you send is a great online rule. Emphasize that with your children. Number 3, meeting face to face. If your children want to make arrangements to meet an online friend for the very first time, they must, without exception, take a trusted adult, or preferably yourself. Absolutely no exceptions to that rule. Number 4, lock it. Make sure your child's mobile phone is locked, that it uses a PIN, so if it's lost or it's stolen, it can't be used by a stranger to auto-sign into their online profiles. Number 5, keep it real. Children find the internet a very easy place to explore, but what they fail to realise is that many of the consequences get amplified online. So it's really important to reinforce strong social and personal values and behaviours. Make sure your children know how to handle themselves online, and make sure they build a sense of resilience online. So I hope to see you at the Telstra T-Life Centre at 400 George Street in Sydney to learn more about making it safe and making it enjoyable for you and for your children online. So we'll see you then.